What's going on, guys? So some of the levels that we'll be watching this week. One thing to kind of take into account is that we are putting in lower highs. However, it is also kind of creating a little bit of a flag pattern, okay? Because we're really not putting in lows going lower, but we are moving down slightly. So if we do start to break out, you could see a very violent move to the upside. So just kind of keep that in consideration. Now, we did test our macro key level here from our weekly fib at 20,944. This level's been on my chart for over a month now. We did sweep it and we did reclaim it, okay? So could we be looking to kind of make our way to the high side and break this downwards pattern? That's entirely possible. Some of the levels that we're going to need to keep on watch, the 5 simple moving average, the daily 5, is sitting right here at around 21,177. Okay, this is subject to move, but right now, as I'm making this video on Monday, we're sitting here at around 21,000, let's call it 180. Okay, the level of resistance to the upside is 21,287. So this is the range that we are in. As long as we are in between this range, you want to think scalp. Okay, you want to think scalp. You're not really trying to hold for some big extravagant move. Just get in, find your setup, make some quick cash flow, and just move along with your day. Now, if we break to the upside and we pull back and we kind of hold this previous trading day's high, going back here to today's trading high, I want you guys to focus on the 21,287 to see if that holds. If this holds, now we want to be long biased trying to play that upside. If, let's say, for example, going into tomorrow, which is Tuesday, if we bounce to the middle of this range and then we lose this daily 5, I want you guys to be aware of losing that daily 5, back testing it, putting in a lower high for a potential sweep either through London lows or that New York 30-minute opening range low. If we do start to break down and we hold resistance right here in this area, again, that price is going to be sitting right around 21,180s. I would fully expect for this to kind of just trickle down to 20,900s again, okay? That could definitely create a little bit of a double bottom action right here, right? Maybe where we don't necessarily touch this low wick, but maybe we kind of just come back into this zone of 20,944, put in this higher low, now creating a little bit of an uptrend here to kind of grind back up to the upside. That could also potentially within the next 2 to 3 days break out of this downtrend, short-term downtrend that we're in. So those are the levels we want to focus on. Again, in the middle, we don't really want to fiddle too much. Take your scalps, any breakdowns, confirmations of the initial balance to the short side below this daily 5. You want to be short biased. Any 30-minute opening range break below the daily 5, as long as we're trading below it, you want to be short biased as well. Let's have a good trading week this week, guys. Let's stay patient. Let's remember our rules. Again, you don't need to rush and force trades, okay? Patience definitely pays in this business, and that's what we get paid to do. We get paid to wait for prime opportunities and then shoot, okay? We are not paid for the number of hours that we're sitting here trading. We are not paid for the number of trades that we take. We are not paid just because we show up. We are getting paid due to the fact that we are waiting for legitimate setups that align with our strategy, that coincide with our risk management plan that we've built for ourselves, and that's how we're able to make money. I'll see all of you guys on the trading room floor this week. Remember, structure in here is going to kind of change a little bit. I'm dialing things in, getting it a little tighter. Some of you may have noticed that the Discord channels are a little different. I'm consolidating a lot of things. But we are doing the live trading here. The live trading, again, you guys know a lot of the setups that I'm looking for off the open. I'm really not a big fan of trading the first 15 to 30 minutes of the open. I really like trading after, after the top of the hour, after the 10 o'clock hour into initial balance time and then into lunchtime. That's kind of where my sweet spot is at for those 2.5 hours. We're going to be doing live trading at around 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so which is about 2 hours, 2.5 hours after the market opens. Typically speaking, around that time, you get a nice move and we can kind of have some structure. That'll be Monday through Friday. Also remember, for the mentorship students, the mentorship traders, we are live at the market open on Mondays into lunch and on Fridays into lunch. That live stream is Mondays and Fridays for those mentorships off the open. To all of our gold member traders, Monday through Friday, we are trading live about 2 hours after market open. So for me here in California, it's about 8:15 to 8:30 a.m. That's the trade window that I'm working right now, between around 8 a.m. realistically and around 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So again, depending on where you're at, if you're Eastern Standard Time, that's going to be about 11 to 11:30 a.m. is when we're going to really kick off those live trading calls. Remember, the only real setup that I'm looking for before I jump onto this live call is going to be 30-minute opening range, high or low, and then the initial balance range, high or low, to see if those ranges get broken out of, okay? Anything else that I take off the open within the first hour to hour and a half definitely has to be a double bias, meaning I need to see a bias on one side over the 15-minute 20 SMA, and that needs to coexist with the 5-minute 20 SMA as well. So I want both of those to be trading over the 20 SMA or under the 20 SMA, and then and only then I am looking for scalps where I can ride that trend. I'll see all of you guys this week on the trade floor.